When you really try to help people, when you really care about them, when you really want to give them hope, you want to try things that may not have been tried before.
Creative Forces is an initiative of the National Endowment of the Arts in partnership with Department of Defense and others to explore the use of creative arts therapies in military clinical installations.
Music therapy takes me away from the pain. It brings me that sense for an hour and a half, a few times a week. I can forget about being disabled.
Everyone has their own story, and having creative outlets to tell that story is integral.
When I dance, I feel carefree. It's just let the song and the beat drive through me.
I take for granted the magic that happens in my sessions because it happens all the time.
When we do creative expression, it's like therapy incognito. My core wakes up and it sends all this energy all over my body and mind, and I am like freed from what was holding me back.
James A. Haley VA Hospital in Tampa, Florida. It's very unique. We treat many of the seriously injured from wars.
We are one of the busiest, if not the busiest, VA in the country. We have major polytrauma programs. One of the common components of polytrauma is a brain injury.
Many of our patients are so severely injured they can't speak or they can't relate to other people. They came here with hidden, invisible wounds. We have to be innovative. We don't go the conventional route. We can't.
Try that C string. Just... Alrighty. And then you might want to reset and get that, to that G. My name is Natalie Quintana. I am a music therapist. I have been fortunate enough to watch creative arts therapy grow here from its inception. I was the first of us to be hired. I mostly work in our severe traumatic brain injury program, where service members may be coming out of comas, learning to walk again, learning to speak again, learning to swallow again.
I was first very skeptical of creative forces. How does art work? How does music or dance, how does that fit into these seriously injured people? And my experience has changed completely around. We saw that we could reach people that we couldn't reach before.
I joined the Navy right out of high school. I was stationed in Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. I loved dancing, like two-step, line dance, country cha-cha. And so they had a dance hall in Hawaii that I would go to about 4 times a week. I honestly just dance my heart out, just have fun. I was involved in a accident and I woke up a month later in the Army hospital. I was transferred to the James A. Haley Tampa VA here in Florida.
Kyle's brain injury led to global weakness in his muscles. He couldn't walk, he couldn't use his limbs, he couldn't use the muscles in his voice to produce audible words. Kyle and I used singing to strengthen his voice to work on the ability to be understood and heard.
We worked a lot on reworking the vocal cords. If I don't take a deep breath, my voice starts to diminish. But if I take a deep breath and I actually talk and sing and whatnot with a decent tone.
Based on functional MRI studies, We know that music is a whole brain activity.
The entire brain is activated when music is engaged. When we are trying to retrain the brain, we can use new networks to do the same type of task. When you lose the ability to speak, the ability to sing is still there. So the process of creating music, the process of actively listening to music, those processes are what shape and reshape those connections in your brain.
My name is Leif Kensel. I was in the United States Navy, aviation electrician, third-class petty officer. I ride motorcycles. I got basically killed in 1995. This guy in a pickup truck was doing 100 miles an hour on the shoulder of the road, pushed me into the car in front of me. I went over my handlebars and totaled that car with my helmet and head. Some days I feel like I can't feel the left side of my body. And on those days I fall down a lot. I fought my disabilities so hard, but I had to accept it. I'm also a classically trained ballet dancer, and I've used dance and now music to help with my recovery and rehabilitation from the traumatic brain injury.
Leif is an artist, he is a dancer, he is an explorer, and he is someone who doesn't stop. He's always very open to new ideas, open to new instruments, and very excited to implement them. So it's been an amazing musical journey with him.
I never thought I could play any type of music or enjoy any type of music. And Marion had me playing with her electric drum set at the VA. And that's when we found out I can use a different part of my arm and just trying to hold onto the drumstick. And it was doing something. It was making my brain work, and I was feeling different. The drums have really helped me slow my brain down so I can talk better and try to just understand better. The guitar has really helped me to keep my hand from being curled up all the time. I can use my fingers more. I wanted to try the violin. My wife says it makes horrible noises, but it puts me kind of in an almost meditative state, which helps me when my brain isn't working right. And like the rest of the day is just clearer. It came to me that I'm in music therapy as part of my rehabilitation, to be a dancer.
One of the advents that has happened here in Tampa because of Creative Forces is the use of dance movement therapy.
I'm very blessed to work with Creative Forces. Dance movement therapy is the psychotherapeutic use of movement to improve an individual's overall well-being through their mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, and social self. When we learn a dance, it's like learning a language for our whole body.
When I was in the military, I was a truck driver, made it to Staff Sergeant, which was one of my goals, but I really wanted to be Sergeant Major one day. Unfortunately, I got injured. It was a neck injury. I should have taken more time to heal, and unfortunately, my neck kept snapping out of place. And then, little by little, it just got worse and worse. I was being treated with lots and lots of medicine. With time, when I started breaking more because I couldn't take any more, then I got connected to the VA. My experience working with Brittany has been, it's quite magical. It brought life where life was lost. She was teaching us different ways to move that would not cause me pain.
What we do isn't just dance. It's how we move through life. Our bodies communicate to us every day, and it's our responsibility and our roles to learn how to communicate back with it.
My pain is extremely heavy. At times it feels like somebody is punching me and I can't breathe. Headaches come out of nowhere. It takes everything from me. The way I feel when I dance, I feel like it turns it off. Like it doesn't exist. Like I'm me again. Like I'm back to life.
The first time I danced with Brittany, it felt like honestly everything just came together. Dancing is therapy because it helps the body mentally, physically, and emotionally. I may not be able to two-step, cook, sing, or do stuff the same, but I don't care what other people think. I care about how I feel when I do it. It makes me happy.
We do the brain dance as a warm-up. We move our joints independently first, and then we start moving them synchronously together. And when we cross the midline of the body, we start to create more connection with our right and our left brain hemispheres. So what may look like just a two-step or just dancing, there's so much more.
We as therapists are always trying to lose our business. We're not trying to create a forever relationship with our patients. We want them to carry on in the real world.
We have a wonderful partnership with the Straz Performing Arts Center. They are incredibly supportive of our veterans and our programs and the Creative Arts Festival. It's just a great way for our veterans to get on a bigger stage and show what they can do.
It felt like a natural fit for a music therapist to be partnering with a performing arts center. There was a good opportunity for everyone to come together and create something outside of the hospital in the community.
We were one of the first of 11 cities in the United States to be a part of the Creative Forces Initiative, which is a real partnership and a connection between the community and the clinic that serves veterans in an effort to really use artistic expression as a form of support. We became sort of the artistic or the theatrical show place where veterans could come together. And there's this deep desire and opportunity to express a little of themselves, which inspires us.
I was a soldier in the Army National Guard as well as the Army Reserve. I had one deployment overseas. I was exposed to various chemicals. When I deployed to Kuwait, something left me with the injury that my muscles don't work correctly anymore. When I met Natalie with the music therapy, she talked about being able to express through the guitar.
Come on out, young man.
I'm using my guitar as pain management. My musical aspirations are to share this healing power with other veterans and just other people in general. The song I'm performing tonight is one that I wrote when I was working through the feeling of being lost, being alone, and the strong desire to connect, to be a part of my community, to build a new life, and the struggle with I have no clue how to do that.
Never in my entire life, especially after injuries, after not being able to dance, after not being able to do, would I have thought that I'd be performing the Straz. What I do in my dance is I wear all the gadgets that I normally have to wear throughout life. Since I became injured, I wear a neck brace. I sometimes have to wear a back brace. I start out with all this that can hold me down, and then I could easily just come out of it and realize that they're there to assist me, not to hinder me. It's like, let me show you that we are more than what breaks us.
Music and dance is important for me because it's an expression of the soul. I get to spend my 25th birthday in Hawaii. I went back to my dance hall that I left the night of my accident, dancing, kind of running with my buddies back in Hawaii. It just filled my heart with joy.
When I'm dancing, it feels like I'm not hurt. For that time when I'm dancing, I almost feel like I'm flying. You know, we have to love life and love life enough to try every day.
Let me show you how I can be that phoenix that is rising no matter what is there to take me down. I feel so empowered. I feel like I have just come from this cocoon and then all of a sudden I just broke out of it and I'm like, look at me. I can still go. I am still strong. I am still powerful. This will not take everything from me.